Who's a little bit nervous right now of what's going to happen in the market? Let me see that feedback. Okay, percentage of you. So, my only thing that I would say right now is I would be personally mindful of doing large conversions, because there's a couple of things could happen. If that price drops, you've had your comparable prices are going to be dropping, and you're also going to struggle to get the exit price that you want as well, okay? So there may be a bit of a challenge there in exiting your money. Now, if you've got enough money and you can ride that, that isn't going to be a particular threat. But right now, I do genuinely think we are probably going to see a drop. I'm not going to say we definitely are, because the amount of times people have predicted this shit and they got it wrong, okay? So, do I think there will be? Yes, probably likely, because you can see some movement in the market. Did anyone see the live video, the video I put on of all of the properties that are reduced? Who's seeing reduced properties now come up in your area? Okay, so it's looking for these little signs. So what's that telling us? The market's slowing down. What was happening a few months ago? You couldn't literally buy anything, could you? So now them prices, I mean, some of the prices I've seen people taking the chance at were ridiculous. People even as high as 100% more than what they're worth. Rebecca, you posted one, didn't you? Was that was it on one of the I don't know, was it like one of the France Street ones or something? It was up for 150 grand or something. Yeah. So we're now seeing things slow down, and the Bank of England have obviously changing the base rate. Why did they do that? Yeah, because they want to slow. They purposely do that to start to control the market a little bit, and then that starts to obviously have a knock-on effect. So I'm aware of that. So a strategy around that is to buy something that's just cash flowing straight away. So use the advantage of something that might come, create the scarcity, and you can say to your buyer, look, right now, there's talk of a 40% drop in the market. I can take some gamble, but I'm not willing to take up to a 40%. There's talks of the biggest drop that we've ever seen. Could that happen? Absolutely. So that's where you've got room to negotiate that 20-25% and a bit more, a lot easier now than you ever could have before. Because they know that, yeah, this might drop to 40%. So selling it now at 20-25%, actually, I might be fucking getting out. Because if you show them how many properties are reduced and what's happening in the market, and that's coming back that way, you're doing them a favour, aren't you, by potentially taking it off their hands now. So buying something that's potentially already occupied or requires less work, that's a safer option right now. That's what I would say. I know some of you are not bothered and you've been sort of pushing on. What I am seeing in the market right now is there's a real demand for new builds, and I'm seeing, I know a few people right now who are making some really good profits from new build properties, and these higher end type properties, your 5 beds, £750,000 sort of properties, and they're doing really well in that area. Will that continue? I don't know, but I just know right now they are doing well. So maybe just something a little bit more conserved. Remember, you don't have to put that pressure on yourself, guys. If you're observing the market a little bit and you slow things down for 3 months or 6 months, then you're going to be able to pick up at the back end of that anyway. If that's where you're at right now, you might not be bothered. Some of the guys at the back, Rebecca still buys one a month, doesn't give a shit, and just kind of ploughing on what she's doing. But if she's making rental income and she knows that she's got a positive yield off the rent, so a mortgage is, for example, £2,000 a year, and she gets 5 grand, is she going to be hit that hard if they all drop in price? No. Why not? Because she's not selling them anywhere. So as long as she can make that margin on the rent, then it doesn't really matter too much. All as it means is you might have bought it for 100 and it drops down to 80. What's it going to do within a year or two anyway? It's going to come back up again. So it just might mean that you've slowed down a little bit in that wave. That's all it means.